Howdy, 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 everybody out there in YouTube land. I am Darlene. Welcome to my channel, Scorpio 1111, and I'm here to do some readings for you today. I actually can't believe I got here 2 days in a row, thankfully. So here I am. Wait for people to show up. Let me see. Let me pull up my device while we just kill a little time here till y'all get here. And thank you for those who do see this later for watching. Let me go here. And let's see. Maybe that's me, I think. Come on, YouTube. All right, wants me to re-cue it here. Wants me to re-cue. Let's see. Patience, please. Hey, Kate, how are you, honey? Welcome. Just trying to get my other device here queued up so I can see the chat. There I am. All right, good. Welcome, welcome. And how are you today, Miss Kate? And where are you from? I've got this new t-shirt on, and it's like, you know, it's the big size, and I feel like I'm swimming in it. I feel like it's fun, but I feel like a cow. I don't know if I like this or not, but anyway. I am very good. I've had a great weekend. Thank you for asking, Kate. It really has been lovely here at my house. I've probably been able to rest this weekend more than I have in quite a while. I had a big project going on, and I got that finished this week, and it was fun. And anyway, I was doing a house clear. Excuse me, a house clearing. Healing. And that was I love those, but yes, I believe in Jesus. Yes, of course I do, yes. And Buddha and God and angels and all that good stuff. So, anyway, this reading, this house healing that I did was a lot of fun. I had some things, you never know what you're going to get into. I mean, I have a list of like 37 or 8 I add to it all the time of things that I check for when I do one of these healings, and it was really, they're always surprises, but sometimes you don't get things you think that are there, and then sometimes it's vice versa. Anyway, it was cool. I had to help some souls cross over, which was good. It always makes me feel very, very good when I get to do that. So Indonesia, well, welcome. That's a way far away. Wow, Indonesia, love it. So Isabelle, hey, welcome, Isabelle. Thank you for being here. So anyway, that's what I've been doing this week, and when I got that finished, it was just, you know, I was tired. It's draining, but in a good way. It's just that I have to focus on doing just that for a while. I did the diagnostics like an hour or 2 a day until I get done with that. Sort of what I call discovery process. And then at the end of that, the things that I've discovered, then I block out a day to do the healing work. So that was Thursday, and I got finished with that. But it was all good. It was all good. I do not know, well, if you're asking, do I know how to speak Indonesian? No, I do not know how to speak it. So how is everybody doing? Did you have a good week now that I babbled on? And who wants a reading? Who wants a reading? I know I'm going to pull my cord, my microphone, if I keep doing that. Who wants a reading today, tonight, wherever you are? It's almost 3:30 here in Alabama, but getting dark so early. I'll be glad when the days start getting longer. I don't do well in dark and cold. I just don't. I need the sun. Well, anyway, this one is no point whining about it, right? It's not going to make it go by any faster. All right, Isabelle, yes. It will take anything you get from Spirit. All right, thank you, guys. My family's in Alabama. Where in Alabama, Isabelle? Where in Alabama? I'm in Birmingham. Where are they from? Hoover, Vestavia Hills area, if you know where that is. Hueytown, yes. My older son and his wife bought some property out on the Warrior River. They have like 40 acres out on the Warrior River up on the bluff over. It's the most incredible view you've ever seen. But their address is actually Hueytown. It's, you know, not in Hueytown. It's out in the country really, but oh, it's a beautiful place. And what? No way you have a grandma named Darlene. No way. Are you kidding me? There aren't many of us. That's a very unusual name. That is so cool. Wow, there's 2 of us in Alabama. And I'm a grandma too. Oh, that's so funny. Love it. And I love it when y'all talk to each other. Okay, let me go back up here and see. Kate says she'll take. Okay, Isabel, you want a reading? And yes, you didn't know that? I thought you did. Sometimes when I start these videos and I say who I am, I go back and watch it later, and the video didn't actually start till after I'd said that. You know, there's a little bit of a delay. So yes, my name is Darlene, D-A-R-L-E-N-E, spelled just like you typed it. So as I said, it's kind of unusual. There aren't many of us. Anyway, that's fun. Okay, so you ladies had questions. That is amazing. I know, right here in Alabama, right here in the same town, pretty much. All right, you would like a reading, Isabel. What did you want to know about? And then Kate, let's see, you had a question too. You'll say you'll take anything from Spirit. Spirit, what does Kate need to hear? I'm not sure I'm going to want the tarot. Let me just see. What does Kate need to hear? Don't doubt yourself, Kate. There's something you've been doubting yourself about. You've lost some self-confidence over something. I'm not sure what this relates to, but I'm feeling like you've kind of taken a hit, so to speak, with your confidence lately on something. You want to verify that for me, please? Kamar, hello, welcome. No, but I could probably do a front flip. Yeah, I could probably do a front flip. So Kate, is that sounding like it's resonating with you at all? Please and thank you. And then I can pull some cards for you too. What cards? What deck for Kate? This one already. What deck for Kate? What deck for Kate? Maybe a little, yeah, I think so. I think so. Could be, Kate, that it's just something you haven't acquired a confidence about yet. Can we say that? Like, you know, when you try something new, I love my bracelet, but it's bothering me. When you try something new and you're not experienced at it yet, and you don't, you know, much like starting a new job or something, and you just don't have your feet on the ground yet with it, and you just don't have a full confidence. So it feels something like that. Okay, Isabel, I'll read your question a little bit. Kate, let's ask for Kate. What? Oh, okay. Hold on, horses. Just popped right out. Let's see for Miss Kate. Ooh. Well, good grief, I like that. Now, all right, I'm going to check that one too. So things are going to start moving pretty fast for you, Kate. And they're going to be moving in a positive way. I see there's fertility coming, creativity. This is also saying nurturing yourself. I forget, you can't see the cards. This is a Chariot. This also can mean determination, but it usually means some kind of a fast forward movement. The Empress, nurturing, creativity, even love, and it's interesting. Now, this is a new deck. I've only used it a few times, and I love, because readers are often get messages based on some of the artwork, for example, and the artwork can be different in each deck. So I'm attracted to this butterfly, and also, so that tells me there's some kind of transformation going on in your life, but that's very fruitful. I like that. Peacock feathers is what it looks like. She's holding a fan here. I don't know if you can see that, and it looks like these are peacock feathers. So that can be prosperity. Again, fertility, meaning not that you're going to get pregnant, but your life is starting to blossom. I'm liking this a lot. And this could be something to do with you discovering your spirituality, learning more about that. This is the Hierophant, but it can mean a lot of things. It can literally used to be called the Pope, so it could be a spiritual advisor of some type. It can also represent, for example, marriage and commitment, a long-term commitment. So it kind of depends. You'll have to tell me where this applies. Page of Swords, again, a communication about something coming in. I'm sorry, I got to look at this again. This artist, this deck is hysterical. Oh my gosh. What's it called again? I don't know what I did with the box now. I can't find it right now, but it's an all-inclusive deck. In other words, they have mixed couples, they have gays, they have all these different, which I love. And I was just looking at this artwork. At first, when you look at this, it looks like a guy, and then you look and it looks like the dress, the attire, and the shoes looks like a woman. And so I just think that is so fun that's again, all-inclusive. Because sometimes in most decks, the pages are young, either male or female. I mean, usually, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm rambling, but I was struck by the face because there's so much determination in his, her, whomever, his face there. And I go back to feeling this Chariot card and that also means determination. So I feel like there's some kind of communication here that has to do with you feeling determined. So let me see what else for Kate, please. What else for Kate, please? What else do you want to tell Kate, please? This is very positive. I'm loving this, Kate. Whoop, that's a lot of cards, but we'll look. Yeah, I think this. I don't know if this is past, present, or future here for you, Kate, but be careful you don't take on too much. Like being overwhelmed. It could slow things down for you. This can also mean a card of if you're hoping to hear from somebody or hoping to move forward with something, it's the opposite of that. Hold on, let me see here. Now, I didn't ask about love specifically. Let me see here what this is. Uh-oh. Okay, so if this was a love reading, if this was a love reading, these cards would be saying that somebody's dropped the ball and not juggling, and so you've cut off communications. You've gotten clarity about the situation, and now you're taking time out to heal and get your strength again. And it could mean the end of some kind of a home situation, or maybe it affected money situation. But this is a beautiful ace, a new beginning in love. Now, if it's not love, apply those same themes to, this could have been a job, it could have been a family situation or a friendship or some sort. But I kind of lean toward that because I also have the Three of Cups here. And I don't always go there. Three of Cups can be a third party. I don't always go there. But in this particular deck, again, referring to the artwork, it looks to me like these people are really overindulging. I'm just saying, they're overindulging more than in most decks when the artists depict. And they're dancing in the rain. Yes, that can mean celebration, but because it's followed by this card, okay, the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. This is like saying, yeah, And it just keeps going. Yeah, you're moving on for something. Again, I don't know if this has already happened, Kate. It looks like this could have been a relationship. Like I said, if it's not, apply it to a job. Could be friendship, something like that. Or there was too much of a good thing. I'm going to say it like that. And then somebody made a choice to leave somebody out. To either they're overwhelmed with choice, or maybe this is saying they wanted to explore their options, and then everything came to a halt, and suddenly nobody's giving to this anymore. Halting their horse here. 1 second. Which is causing disappointment for somebody, or this could just be saying, no, I just decided I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to be a part of that, so meh, kind of the look on his face, meh. I'm going to take myself and move on to calmer waters here, because this was nothing but trouble. It was disappointment. It was not my 9 of cups, my happiness, right? So again, if this is a love situation, I don't know if this is past, present, or predictive. But if it's not, it could be work. It could be a friendship. Again, you're going to have to apply it where it fits. Let me ask now if there's any advice. Any advice for Kate, please, regarding whatever this is. And again, I don't know, Kate, are you still here? Can you sound off for me? Please in the chat. Okay, great. Is any of this resonating for you? Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, some of those same cards came back. So if this was a love relationship, that's where we left off, disappointment, you're not wanting to invest your cups anymore. This would be saying, no, I'm not going to reconcile with that person, that thing, that relationship, that job, whatever. Yes, you just moved in with your mother and leaving your husband. Thank you so much, because that's exactly what I'm feeling here. Thank you for verifying that. Okay, and so this is saying, no, we're not going to reconcile. Although you're not, well, let's see how, hang on, let me see what else here. And I'm glad also you clarified that, because I was debating about exactly what this Ace of Cups was telling us, and now I know. It's saying you're seeking to fill your own cup now. That's what yeah, that makes sense to me now. Spirit is asking, because I asked for advice, Spirit is saying, take your time. It's going to take a minute to get liberated from this situation. And there may, in fact, have been some codependency here, and it takes a while to extricate your feelings and you separate your lives and all of that, of course. So, but in the end, it'll happen for you. Knight of Wands, yeah, in reverse no less. This was something that you couldn't depend on, in and out. The Knight of Wands in the upright is typically called the player card, and then the reverse means it's even more reckless. It's just something that you couldn't depend on. You couldn't rely on this person. Could have affected your money. It could be saying, yeah, this person was holding too tight for the money, or it could also be saying you're having a hard time letting go. I won't discount that possibility. But Spirit is also saying, but it's time for you to find balance. This is patience. The Temperance card is patience. And you can see there's an angel here pouring from 2 cups into that big cauldron, trying to achieve balance and harmony, which I feel like is what you are doing for yourself here. And then this King of Pentacles in reverse is telling me, yeah, because you feel like there's no stability. This is the lack of stability. This king can be over-focused on money and material things too. So that could be, your ex, or that could be saying, you're in that space now because of this situation. You're having to do that, and you feel like you don't have stability in your life right now. Yep, exactly. Because of a breakup, something that you lost passion for, or somebody here lost passion. Yes. Yeah, oh, there it is. Ten of Swords. You put an end to something from your past where there was too much conflict and fighting. And now you're making plans to move on, right? There you go. Ah, well, there we have it. What I feel like is really beautiful, and I can kind of feel energies from the cards, and this one is the one that's pinging differently than all of them. And again, it's just coming back to, it's Spirit is saying it's time for you to fill your own cup, okay? It's time for you to do what you love, to fill your cup. Yep. And that's true, y'all, in any kind of relationship. It's important that as we mature spiritually, we understand that if we're at any, and I'm not saying this about you, Kate, this is a general comment. At any point, if you're looking for something or someone outside of you for your happiness to fill your cup, you will always be lacking. It doesn't happen that way. You have to fill your own cup. You have to find happiness first yourself, and then you attract those things that reflect that happiness. So, just saying. But I think this is going to be absolutely wonderful for you, Kate. You just got to get past this, transition. It's just a transition. Yeah. It's just not quite, you're not quite at the end, but you're getting there. Anything else for Kate? I love it. Yes. I love it. I said, anything else for Kate? Queen of Wands. She's large and in charge. She's, now to speak about determination, look at the look on her face, the expression on her face. Such determination. She's standing there with that wand like she owns the world, and she's sitting on a throne where there are lions, strength, representing strength. Sunflowers, again, the artist in this deck, there's sunflowers here. You know, the sunflowers, the face of a sunflower follows the sun. So that's what Spirit's saying you need to do, Kate. You know you light your own fire. You're in control of the flame of what you feel passionate about, what makes you happy, pointing your face to the sun. Yep. That's awesome. I am so happy for you. And yep, and under this, that one is justice. Yes, indeed. You are going to get your justice. You're going to find your center. You're going to find balance, temperance in the upright. Be patient and focus on filling your own cup. Excellent, Kate. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. I really am. I've been there enough times, got several t-shirts, and it's not fun, but you will be stronger for it. Nobody wants to hear that when they're going through it. I know, it's so cliche, but believe it or not, it really, really is true. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as the saying goes. They say that for a reason. Oh, goodness, bless your heart. I'm sorry. But hey, focus on what you do have. Focus on your blessings. Like, thank God you have a house and home to go to, and your mom can help take care of you and help you get back on your feet again. Thank God you have your health and you have your clear mind and all those good things. So be mindful and be thankful of all those things that you do have. You're very welcome, Kate. It's my pleasure. And peace in a truck. Welcome, darling. How are you? Love it, love it. All right, so that's it for you, Kate. Now let's see. Isabelle, did you have a question up here that I lost it? Here we go. Let me see. Yeesh, Isabelle. Wow, that's a tough situation. Oof. That is a tough situation. I am tuning in for you just a second here, Isabelle. Let me see. Well, I'm going to give you the same speech. I'd like you to go back and watch yesterday's reading. I started out, yesterday's live reading was, I did a little collective, two little collective readings at the beginning that were collectives. And then before I started doing, readings for everybody, I talked about at the beginning of that, about law of attraction and all that good stuff. Because to me, the solution for this, because I never tell anybody to leave a relationship or anything like that. I wouldn't do it. It's not my place and it's not my business, and I wouldn't never do that. I don't know what's going on. But I can tell you the only way, because we don't have the right, it's not our privilege or our right to change other people. If that's their belief, then that's their belief. The only thing we have a right and a privilege to change is what's inside of us. But everything outside of us mirrors that. So if you believe that you are valuable, that your opinions and your beliefs matter, if you truly believe that, then the outside world will mirror that to you through other people, through coincidences, synchronicities, through being honored. And so it feels to me like you're needing to work on that. Being honored and appreciated and valued for who you are and your beliefs as well, not just his. So I think that's, if I have to just jump to the crux of it, that's really it, is you need to change your beliefs about the world, because I think you've gradually sunk down in further and further into the opposite of that. In other words, and I get it, when you have kids, it's all you can do to just get through the day sometimes, and you've got more kids than most, and so I understand you're very consumed by that and all the demands that motherhood makes. But somewhere in there, you have fallen further in to the not feeling valued and worthy, and so your surroundings now are starting to reflect that. Do other people say and do things? Sure, but that's just a mirror. Remember, it's just it's how the universe works. It's just showing you the wound within yourself that you need to heal. And when you heal that wound, when you change how you feel about yourself, then the outside world changes to reflect that. So, as I always say here, get busy getting happy. Go on and look at the law of attraction, and everything from Joe Dispenza to Abraham Hicks. There's a lot of good information here for you. But you have to change you and what you're believing about yourself and about your environment. If you are continuing to fear and your energy is going toward, I'm fearing that these awful things are happening. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to accept this path that I don't want to have to accept and embrace all these things, and you're having disagreements with your sister-in-law and all that. It sounds like all of your energy is focused there on the negative. And if you continue to do that, you're just going to get more of that. The only way to switch that is you start focusing on believing that things can be different, and feeling the good feeling of what that's like when it is good. Like, go back and remember, what was it like in the beginning when it was good? Focus on that and start claiming to the universe, I am supported, I am honored, I am worthy, I am valued and valuable, my opinions matter. And not just the affirmations, and I preach on this every time. Joe Dispenza, I talked about this yesterday, has recently said, well, I don't know when he said it, I recently came across it, that because we create with our thoughts, and we send a thought out. When we have a thought, we send it out into the universe, okay, into the quantum field. But the magic that gets it from the quantum field into our 3D reality is the magnet of the emotions. So you can't just say an affirmation 1,000 times and expect it to come until you really believe it. The belief in it, the emotional charge that you're putting off from your emotions is the magnet that pulls it into your 3D reality. So, and I know for you regulars, you get tired of saying that. I get tired of saying it too, because people just want other people to be fixed and they don't understand. So part of my responsibility, I guess, here on YouTube is to help educate people about that. So that's really a big part of your mission. Your mission has got to be to accept responsibility and the challenge of changing that and being a different point of attraction for what you want. Being the point of attraction for what you want, not what you don't want. All right, let me catch up on your comment here. She says, right, and we're just going head to head with this situation and just want boundaries in our house, and he's not helping set those boundaries. I don't have any privacy. I have a different life than them. Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that. But I'm telling you, I think the more you butt heads about it, the more you're going to butt heads about it. The more you resist and fight for your stance, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm just saying it's the energy of fighting. You're creating more of that energy. So I'm asking you to redirect instead of, I know you've got feelings about that. I certainly would too. I don't want to be told how to believe either. But that's not the solution. You can't fix it from where you are with those beliefs. You can't fix it from there. You have to pivot and get over here into the happy camp. And I mean that literally. You've got to find something to get happy about and stop dwelling on what's not working. You've got to find something else. Spend hours watching Abraham Hicks videos and trying to understand about the law of attraction. Listen to Joe Dispenza. Again, those are my favorites, but I don't, I can beat that dead horse all day long, but that's really the issue here, or the solution, excuse me. We know the issue. The solution is for you to change your subconscious thoughts within your own mind. Now, we don't always know what they are, but the way we find out is by what's showing up in our lives. What's showing up is what we're putting out there. So you got to put out something different if you want something different to show up. Okay, I don't know if I need to. Does that help? I hope it does. I truly hope it does. I know for you regulars, you get sick of hearing it, but it's what I got to do. 8 years of marriage, wow. Did you say you had 4 kids and 8 years of marriage? Oh my gosh, did I read that right? Somewhere back up here. 4 kids, my gosh, yes. Eesh. Well, Isabelle, there's just something in you, in your subconscious, that's creating this. And I don't like to place blame. I don't like to look at things about blaming other people, because everything in life is, we have at least 50% responsibility. Yeah, sometimes people are just jerks. There are people who are just, I'm not saying your husband, just in general. But there's a reason they picked us to be jerks on or with. And so your wound is causing this to happen, and you have to heal that inside of you. Well, no, Isabelle, that's not true. She's saying, yes, I understand and I'm trying, but even if I change myself, he's so hard-headed, needs to open as well. Well, that's you still trying to control the situation that you have no control over. We cannot control other people, nor is it our right to control them. He's going to be who he is. But you're kind of not really hearing my point. Once you change the fact that now I feel worthy, I am attracting these beautiful things, I am living my dream life. In my life, my husband supports me in every way. My husband believes that I'm entitled to my beliefs. Everybody I come in contact supports me. I'm a magnet for love and support, and for people being surrounded by people who support me in my beliefs. That's the kind of thinking you're going to have to move into and truly start to feel it. It's not about what the other person's doing. It never is. It's about what you're believing, even though it's subconsciously, about what the other person is believing. is doing. So you can blame him, and I'm not saying he's not, but that's not the solution. You can't get there from there. You're focusing, you're still with that thought kind of thinking, you're still focusing on the problem and not the solution. You can't even talk about that. You can't think about and talk about all that mess if you really want to get out of it. All you can do is pivot and start affirming all the positive things that you want, and as if they're already here. Again, I am supported. I am surrounded by people who support me and honor my beliefs and honor my traditions, and so forth and so on. You can come up with your own list about those, but that's really, yeah, I know people do things, but it's not about them. It's about you. You change you, and either he will change to reflect your beliefs, your positive beliefs, or he will move on. It's very simple. That it's just like energy attracts like energy. If you change your vibration, he won't be able to find you, so to speak, energetically. How, you know, it's just, that's the way energy works. You won't be a match, and he won't want to be there, and you won't want, you know, it'll change. Or he'll raise to where you are to mirror your new beliefs. Yeah, I know, Isabel. It's a lot to take in. Yeah, I get it. It took me a long time to really understand all this, too. I'm not acting like I'm judging you. Not for a second. It takes a while to really get all that. So, no worries. I'm glad that you finally kind of, or maybe it was me just not expressing it as well as I could have. Excuse me. Oh, the two I listen to are Abraham Hicks, and you can, God, YouTube has a bajillion videos. Abraham, okay. Esther Hicks is the woman who channels Abraham. So if you just type in a search for Abraham Hicks relationships or something like that, you'll see 100 of them. And the other person's name is Joe Dispenza, D-I-S-P-E-N-Z-A, I believe is how you spell his last name. He's also, he comes at it from a more scientific perspective about rewiring the brain and all that kind of, whereas Abraham is a little bit more on the spiritual end of things. And not that they're separate at all, but this depends on what you resonate with, I guess. My pleasure. I'm so glad you were here. Thank you so much. I appreciate your great question, because it just gives me an opportunity to talk about this for other people who may need to hear it. So that's that. And if you guys haven't hit that like button, I would be very, very, very grateful if you would, just to say, hey, thanks, Darlene, for being here on your Sunday afternoon. So thank you. All right, did I see somebody else up here have a question? Let me go back up here and catch up. Let me see. Mirror. Let's see, Mira, could you please guide me? Is my accounts paper results? I'm not understanding. Board final one going to be a good one. Oh, you're wanting to know about your grades? Is that what you're asking about? And are you still here, Mira? Miss Mimi, is this a Scorpio read? You reading for someone? I was reading for somebody here in the chat, Mimi, and I am way behind doing Scorpio readings, but I can do a quick reading for you if you'd like. And Teja, oh gosh, I'm going to butcher your name, honey. I'm so sorry. T-E-J-A-S-V-E. How do I say that? Tejave? Oh gosh, I know that's awful. I'm going to call you TJ if you're here in the chat, where you said, I'm a new subscriber and can you ask a question? Yes, you can. If you are still here, yes. So I got two people here. I don't know if you're still here or not, but if you are, Mira, if you're here, M-E-E-R-A, Vedista, Mira, type in your question, please, in the chat. And then TJ, if you're still here, type in your question, and I will do my best to answer. I need to do, I had thought I would get to do some readings Friday and catch up, but that didn't happen. I had a surprise visit. from somebody that I actually wanted to see, so that didn't happen. But anyway, you do what you can do, right? You do what you can do. Hey, baby angel. Yeah, in a minute. Let me see if these other two people are here because they were here first. If they don't chime off in a minute, then I will be happy to do that for you. So Mira, if you're still here, and then TJ, if you're still here, type in your question. If not, I will go to you, baby angel. And thank you for being here as always. Y'all are such good supporters. I love that. I feel special. Oh, thank you. This is, I was just talking about this earlier, I think before you got here. It's a new little sweatshirt I got. Actually, it's to wear to the gym, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's that real big blousey style, and I feel like there's 3 times more fabric than, I'm not used to it yet, but you know, it's a fun one. And I do love this color pink. I'm really enamored with pink for about 2 years now, so I do love it. I think when you have, you know, white hair or graying hair, it's a perky color. You know, it makes me feel good. So I like it. Yeah, yes. Makes me feel good. I know, but it's really cute. You know, it's got this little, I don't know if you can see this, it's just tons of fabric here, and there's just me, this is me, and all this, I don't know. Me and somebody else could fit in here. But it's a fun one to wear to the gym and whatever. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody else saying it off here, baby angel. So let me see, what's your question? For 2025, anything nice or opportunities? What deck for baby angel, please? Oh, really? Okay, well, this one's getting a workout tonight. It's my new one. My newest. One of my students bought me this deck. And it's cool because I think I talked about this. I don't know if you were here the night I mentioned this. On the back, it's got this QR code that you can put your camera over it, and then it'll pull up the card and tell you more about the card. And I just thought that was pretty clever marketing on somebody's part. Whoever thought of that? Anyway, okay. Oh, thank you. I try. Yeah, I do. I try to get to the gym. We do 3 days a week, and it's a boot camp, like an hour-long, serious, full-body workout 3 days a week. And I took some time off dealing with life stuff in the middle, but I was an athlete for many years. I was a martial artist for many years, so I like being fit and trying to keep my energy up and my strength and mobility and all that good stuff. So I'm kind of unusual for my age in that, and I wish more people understood the value of it. Especially as you get older. Anyway, enough rambling. Okay, what do we want? We want to ask about, I don't know why my nose is itching right there. Baby angel, what do we want? We want some good juicy stuff here for you. 2025, what's coming to baby angel? 2025. Show me some good opportunities for baby angel. 2025, spirit. Show me some good stuff coming to baby angel in 2025. Good stuff, please. Now I am not going to say a word till I get more cards. I do not wish it. I used to have, I owned a studio, a lot of yoga classes, and I also taught martial arts there. And one of my instructors that worked for me, she had that saying, and she would, if she didn't like something, instead of just saying, well, I don't like that or I don't want that, she would say, I do not wish it. And ever since then, I can't stop doing it. I do not wish it. Okay, princess, well then, all right. But she meant it from a point of manifesting, and I loved that. She wasn't trying to be Miss Princess. She was saying, no, I do not wish that in my life, you know, and keeping it out there. And I just love that about her anyway. She's a cool lady. Tell me, come on, what's coming for baby angel here? Now you're clamming up. You couldn't wait to talk a while ago, and now you're clamming up. All right, let's try this. It's turning it over here, all right? What you got for baby angel? Come on now. All right, I'm getting impatient. Not talking. All right. What the heck? You know this, I will use this one. Where is it if I can get it here? Speaking of beautiful artwork. Well, hang on, I got to get it out of here. The Arcana deck. This has some of the most beautiful artwork in tarot I've ever seen. Would you please tell me what's coming toward Baby Angel? Please and thank you. 2025. I asked for good stuff. I want to know good opportunities. Of course, good opportunity is having a heads up on something, isn't it? That's always the case. No, I didn't say nothing's coming. I want something. I'm holding out for good news, not other stuff for you, Baby Angel. I'm trying. Exactly. Nothing is going to do not wish that. Me either. I don't wish that for you either. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. A whole bunch of cards came out. Let's see. I may not take that first one. I just don't feel that was part of it, the story for you. Now we're talking. There we go. Now we're talking. Empress. Yes, we like that. Now, if you know, you've been here enough times, sometimes tarot gives me the backstory before it gives me the answer. And so I'm going to talk about this, and you have to put it in the time frame that it applies. If it hasn't happened yet, maybe it's literally talking about 2025. If it has happened, then you know that it's just a backstory. So there was some kind of a situation, because we're not specifying love, but you know, whatever. That was something either that was you were committed to, or it was a commitment. This can often be a relationship, like a long-standing committed relationship, or it can just be saying going against tradition, rebelling, and not doing things a traditional way, and and that brought unhappiness. Again, I'm speaking past tense. This could be predictive, but whatever this was caused unhappiness and sleepless nights and anxiety, something that you found yourself worrying over, or again, predictive. Now, if I didn't know better, I could say this is a pregnancy, because the Empress is always pregnant in these in the tarot cards. But God, look at this artwork. My gosh, I'm an artist, so I have to appreciate this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Look at the artwork on this card. Isn't she stunning? She's standing in the water. The waterfall coming down in the front here. Water is emotions. So she looks very confident. I know I have all the skills, that I've got the skill and gift of communication. I can manifest into the 3D. I have my emotions where I want them to be. It's all the good stuff. She's confident. She lacks for nothing. But it also means creativity, nurturing, things being expansion. Ooh, and the Emperor. Woo! These would make a hot couple right here. I'm just saying. I mean, that is literally the Empress and the Emperor. They are the most divine couple in the tarot. So I'd say there's something here juicy coming after you get past this hot mess, right? You get past all this hot mess. Then you've got this divine couple. Now, the Emperor means it can literally be a person, but somebody who's large in charge, manages his kingdom. He is all the kings in one. He is the top of the food chain, so to speak, right? Let's see now. Really? hang on. I think the hot mess is history. Thank God, because I'm not liking this, what's here. I'm not. Because there is that story here, yeah. Because the Magician in reverse, this is somebody who is manipulative, right? Or a con man kind of energy regarding something, regarding what? This breakup. This is a breakup. Two of Cups in reverse is a breakup all day long for me. And something that's hidden or you can't see, you know, but you can't see, is a new beginning. This is a passionate new beginning. And I'm not saying it's with that person, but I'm saying this is your hot new thing that's coming. I want to see what's here. Yeah. After you get past whatever that hot mess was, because this is, you know, plans falling through and things not being balanced, lack of clarity, lack of truth, being out in the cold, feeling cast out somehow, metaphorically or physically. I don't want to fight for this anymore. This is too heavy. I want to put all this down. Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody rethinking, what was I thinking? Let's turn this wheel around. I'm ready to get on and end that cycle. Bad news, spying. I mean, it's the whole, yeah, I don't even. So that was that. Now let's just say that's past. Hey, Lighthouse Streamer. Well, thank you. You're new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. I am currently doing a reading here for Miss Baby Angel on things coming toward her in 2025. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull. Do you ever watch, what's his name? Mike. He's a tarot reader. Mike something. I can't. He's got really long hair. And he does this thing with the cards when he sees something he doesn't like. And he takes the card and he says, out, out, out. Like he's casting that energy out. And so I'm casting that out for you. I'm going to take that cue from Mike. Casting that breakup, unless it's for your highest good. We're just going to put that in the past, right? Lighthouse Streamer. Okay, yes. Love it, love it. So that's just, and that's, you like that? Yeah. Casting that out. We're bringing this in. This is what's coming for you sometime in 2025. Can't tell you when, but that is what's coming. And I mean, look at the heat coming off of that. Again, this artist is phenomenal. Look, just look at that. Can you see? Look at that. It's nothing but fire and passion and hotness. And you don't see it coming. After this is in the past, right? Love it, love it, love it. You're saying a lot of healing and introspection time in 2024. Oh, yeah. After this, I can see why. But I am hearing to tell you, baby angel, not to give up on this. This is still out there for you. This, in fact, it's in your cards for 2025 saying it's coming. You just have to get over this business. So I think that's very positive. Yep. Past. Out, out, out. Right? Casting that right out. And this was the card that I didn't want to take from that other deck. And it's the Nine of Cups in reverse. And now I understand it because you're still just trying to get over that. That's the healing you're putting in the past. Yeah. Yay. I know. This is it. That's the bottom line. That you hear me talk about here. Certain cards kind of leap off the cloth or whatever this is for me, off the table for me. Energetically, some of them radiate more energy than others. Not because of what the card means. It's just I can feel that energy is the strongest, and this is the strongest in your reading. Right behind this, so this is saying you don't see this coming. What's hidden from you is this is coming. Yes. Yes. I wish it. I wish it. I wish it. Type that in the comments. Yes, I wish it. You're so ready for new energy. Amen, sister. I am too. Woo, I'm thinking about ending some big things in my life here shortly, and I'm almost there. I am almost there. And I wish it, yes, I wish it too. I wish it for you and for me. And when I do, there's going to be some shocked ass people. I'm just saying, oh, my bad, I said an ugly word. Some shocked people. Oh, that's all right though. That's all right. You know, there's a saying, one of my favorites. You give people enough rope, they'll likely hang themselves. So, we'll see. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, I wish it too. I'm claiming that too. Goodness me. All right. Anybody else here that I haven't gotten to who wants a reading? Anybody else? Chime in here. Put your question in the chat. And let me know what you want me to read for you about. Okay, Lighthouse Streamer, what's your question, hon? What is your question? I'm a Southern girl, hon. You can tell, right? Will Scott and I reconcile. Thank you, and you are welcome. YW. What deck? For Lighthouse Streamer. What deck? Wow, we're just going to get all the cards out tonight, aren't we? Okay, cool. That's why I have them, right? That's why I have them, so we can use them. Okay, this is the Light Seer deck, one of my favorites. Show me, please. Lighthouse Streamer wants to know, will Scott and I reconcile? Let me see. Woo! Wow. Did you see that? That deck exploded. Holy cow. Yes. Okay, I'm done here. Mic drop. Holy cow. Wow. I'm hearing you're both. I started to say your person will, but yeah, you saw that. I mean, I was barely, they literally almost went up here. The energy couldn't come out of that deck fast enough. Oh, I love when that happens. But wait till you see the cards. So this is the Page of Cups in reverse. This can be either somebody holding back their emotions. I kind of think you're both doing that. Honestly, I don't think it's just them. I think they're holding back. It can also sometimes mean somebody who's either emotionally unavailable or overly emotional, or maybe even overindulging a little bit. Like if you're nursing a heartache, I'm going to have a glass of wine if I'm nursing a heartache. That's who I am. So some people do that. I don't overindulge, but I'm just saying there is so much love here. Now this King of Cups, he's very judicious, stingy even, about giving his cup of love. He doesn't give it like the Queen of Cups, you know. He doesn't wear his feelings on his arm or however that sleeve, whatever that saving is. He's much more stoic than the Queen of Cups. But wait for it, the Lovers. But guess what? This is a divine couple. This is the best you could get. You saw it. You saw it pop out of the deck, fly out of the deck. I can't get a stronger answer for you than that. Rarely does that happen where A, it flies out like that, and B, it's so clear. So my goodness. Love that. Yep. Oh, friend. Get yourself to the salon, take a nice hot bath, get yourself all cleaned up, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Because this person feels there's a lot of passion here. I'm just going to say it that way. There's a lot of passion. That Ace of Wands says passion. This person's probably checking up on you. This could be sometimes the spying card. It can also be communication because somebody is not happy. This is the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, sleepless nights because they want a victory, and they very likely, somebody here's getting ready to communicate because they've made a choice. Oh my goodness. And woo. All right, if there was, hi Richard, welcome. Oh, I'm a Life Path 11 as well. Live in your channel name. I love it. Well, Richard, we need to have coffee together because I'm a double Scorpio and my birthday is 11/11, and numerologically, I'm also life path 11, path of destiny 11. I'm just 11s everywhere, so we have a lot in common. We need to have coffee, don't we? Yeah. Boy, I got those t-shirts. Okay, so Lighthouse, back to you. If there was deception of some kind in this situation, they want to make amends. I don't know if that's you or them. I don't know if that's you or them, but nothing's happening at the moment. Maybe there's been a standstill, y'all been quiet, but somebody wants to come here with a love offer and an apology and talk about what happened. Y'all might have had a fight and wants to talk about that a little bit. So that's all. I'm not going to dig any deeper because I don't want to mess this up. This is a beautiful yes right here. Well, we're just going to stick right there. Take a screenshot of that, right? He divorced you. Well, I don't, maybe he did, but that doesn't change that. That didn't change his feelings for you. Just saying. I don't make this stuff up. I could not have made that deck explode if I wanted to. I have arthritis. This is all I can do to shuffle the cards with these big decks sometimes. So when they pop out like that, I don't question it. Now, back to this. He's probably not telling you this. He's probably not telling you that he cares for you, right? Because there was conflict. That's showing up here too. 4 years, you're saying. 4 years, yes. We don't talk. Well, this is in the field of possibilities. Okay? And there's some pretty big planetary shifts happening for us all right now. You're waiting for communication. Well, I can see here, looking back at these cards, and I put most of them back, but I can see how you're not communicating. In other words, I don't have a strong card in any of this message of this communication. This means communication. It's a strong card of communication, but it's pretty far down in the deck. So as far as cards falling out on the surface, which tells me he may be thinking about it, but probably not doing anything about it, right? I will ask, what are his likely actions? So Richard, I hope you're still here. I'd like to chat with, listen, you know, let's just have a chat about this 11 thing. I have something I want to share with you if you're still here, Richard. It's something I bet you've seen on YouTube, but it was about 11, a Black Path 11, which, anyway. So I want to know, what are his intentions towards you, Lighthouse? Okay, good. Hang out. Let me get finished with this reading because I want to share this with you. What are his intentions? Okay. Okay, he is busy planting seeds, trying to find balance in his life. He's being all himself. He's being this King of Wands. King of Wands is not a bad guy, but he's kind of materialistic and all about himself. And, you know, he wants to have his hair right and his shoes and drive the right car. And he's kind of materialistic, a little bit self-centered. So let me say that different. A little surface. Can we say that? Yeah, anyway, he likes to have a good time, and he'll show you a good time, but he can be reckless. He's going to be the one that going to be in and out, you know, that kind of energy. And he's busy celebrating his life right now. This can also mean he's busy entertaining other people, right? Moving on. He's moving on with his life. Now, I'm getting multiple messages off of that. Yeah, okay. I wanted to clarify that. He's busy moving on because he hasn't really learned his lesson yet. This is the Page of Coins, the student. And in the reverse, it's saying, I haven't learned my lessons yet. I still got to go out here and play a little bit more. Right? That's what I feel like this, yeah. He does think about you, though. I'm telling you, he doesn't think about you. I mean, he does. Sorry. He does think about you. He's missing. This is nostalgia about things that I can't forget from my past. Things that are being illuminated to me about the things I did not stand up for. I didn't stand up for these things because why? Because I wasn't willing to change. I wanted to have my player ways here. So now we got the Queen and the King of Wands. And I just feel like he's just not done sowing his wild oats. But that doesn't change the fact that he still has feelings for you. He's just not talking about it. He's not telling you. And the fact that you are here 4 years later watching a tarot reading, asking about him, says you have feelings for him too. Don't tell me you don't. Don't tell me you don't. Hey, gorgeous, welcome. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. I did not see reconciliation in these cards. I can't lie. But, you know, if you get busy, rewind my video. Every video I talk about law of attraction. And I'm not going to rehash that because I've already spent probably 20 minutes in this video talking about it. Watch Abraham Hicks videos about relationships and learn how to work on that. And you could potentially manifest that if that's what you want, okay? It's in the quantum field, I will tell you that. But it's not imminent right now. See, and when I said that it's in the quantum field and I cut the deck, that's the truth. It's out there. Everything is potential here. Like when tarot readers read cards, it's not written in stone anywhere because there's free will. All we're doing is picking up on potentials. And those potentials can change minute to minute. So if you change your point of attraction, then you could change this potential. You could come back here tomorrow, I could cut the deck, and it could be screaming reconciliation, but that's based on you're manifesting that back, and you're changing your vibrational point of attraction. So, gorgeous, very possibly gorgeous. Let me talk to Richard for 1 second here, and then if I have enough energy, I will do you. Hopefully I will. So Richard, I'm sure you're like me. If you're a Scorpio and an 11, you're a deep thinker. There's no question in my mind about that. I have watched a lot of videos about both of those things, especially the Life Path 11. One of the best videos I think I saw, and I wish I could tell you who it is, but maybe you've seen it, is a woman who tells the story, and she tells it through the perspective and through the story of the black swan. And it was, the way she did it was so fabulous, and I bet you'll relate to the journey. So I'm not meaning to sound like I'm whining, I'm just my life related. I related my journey. And I bet you could too, because most of us 11s start out with trauma or childhood challenges beyond what most people go through, right? So probably you have to, I'm guessing. You can sound off about that if it relates. So I just loved that video, and it wasn't terribly long, but I'd love for you to find it and go back and watch it, and I bet it will have a similar resonance for you too. I know you feel me. I know there is no, well, I don't like to speak in certainties, but there aren't many of us who can do what we've done, and I'm not putting us above anybody. I'm just saying that I think we're old souls who chose this path. And Spirit said, okay, you're up for the challenge. You're up for the challenge. And, you know, then we come down here, and then the challenge comes, and we doubt ourselves, and we go through the muck, and you know, we go through the hardship of it all, but here we are. And everybody does. I'm not making this sound like we do anything anybody else doesn't do. But it's different. Scorpios are different. 11s are different. We feel life on a much different level than most people do. And it's really hard to put that into words unless you are one. I'm just saying. It's like we love deeper than any other sign. We go deeper than any other sign. We're more loyal than any other sign. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but now you add the 11 to that. We're here to transform. We can't help it. We don't want to be that. We don't want that to be our job, but that's what it is. Not only transforming ourselves through constant challenges and rising above, but other people. So just people showing up in our lives, guess what, y'all? Get ready. We don't wish it on you, but it's gonna, if you're in our life, there's some way that we're gonna experience transformation, and that's just the territory that we live in. Let me see what you said here, Richard. And I can say, I feel you as Soul Tribe, feel deep connection with you. Well, there it is. I'm just saying you can't relate to that unless you've kind of lived it. It's not easy being it's not the least bit easy, but good God, I'm strong for everything I've been through. Oh my goodness, I'm just telling you. I don't know how I survived it all, but here I am. I like to say I'm not a survivor, I'm a thriver. So here I am. Yeah, I am here. Thank you very much. Thank you for hanging in here with me. It was hell. Yes, I can relate. But here we are still. And as long as we're here, that means we got more work to do, right? What's that saying? Chop wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, you chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So your work is never done. But I was told once that toward the end of our life, things get easy. I haven't found that yet, so I must have a long way to go yet. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you'll go see if you can find that video. I wish I could tell you the name of it. Probably if you just did a YouTube search for Life Path 11 Black Swan or something, it might come up. I'm not sure, but I think you'll relate to that and you'll enjoy that as much as I did. It just, again, I resonated with the journey of the Black Swan and how it's taken me so much of my life. I just had a birthday. I turned 74, and I finally, like about a year ago, had to say to my family, look, y'all, I'm no longer going to negotiate who I am because I'm out here, I do all this metaphysical stuff, I'm weird as hell, and guess what? I like it, and I like me, and y'all can just deal with it. So it took me a long time to step into those big girl shoes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So I'm just saying that was part of my Black Swan journey, is to totally love and honor who I am and live it. You know, it's one thing to know it, but you get out here and live it. Like get out here on YouTube where you're got a big bullseye on you. Yeah, that's different. So there it is. There's my story. I just wanted to share that with a fellow Scorpio 11. So thanks for listening. Richard is saying, yes, it's been the hardest thing. Being us and letting people see us amen. See us everywhere they can. It just makes you tougher though, doesn't it, Richard? When people judge you and they don't know. It's not their fault. They don't know us. The only thing that's their fault is not being willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. But that tends to be human nature often, doesn't it? Being a Scorpio comes with profound, heavy energies. It does, although I have taught myself to not say heavy. I've taught myself to say deep, because that has a little different feel to it to me. And I know I'm deep. I don't really want to always own that heavy part. Let's just go with the deep. Can we do a pinky swear? Let's just say deep, okay? Let's don't go the heavy. Yeah, you don't want to attract more of that into your life, right? We don't want that. Deep is, what'd you say? Deep is the word. Yeah, I'm okay with deep. Yep, I'm definitely okay with deep, but heavy, I don't want to manifest any more of that than I can. Richard says, do you feel to contact each other through Facebook or any other way? Well, you can email me. My email is in the description box, or, well, no, it's not. This is a live. Wait a minute. If you go to my channel and go to the About section, my email is there, but it's Scorpio1111reads@gmail.com. You can contact me there. Yeah, extremely deep. I know. We just see things that most people don't. And that doesn't make us better. I'm not saying that. It doesn't make us better than anybody. What it does is it's almost like it, how can I say this? It doesn't make us better. It means that we have more stuff to deal with because we see more stuff. That's how I would look at it. Anyway. Oh, hey, hello, I got to get my glasses on. Hang on a minute. Those C's and those I's are running together. Cyclown, yes. How are you doing, honey? How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Gorgeous, yes. Thank you for being patient. You're so sweet for sticking around. Yes, and what, did you type your question in already? Because if you did, it probably got lost in the feed. Oh, wait, I think I found it. You want to know, oh, you're a Scorpio too. Did I miss that? I'm sorry. That's probably what got us going down that road of Scorpio, wasn't it? And I missed it. You want to know what's coming towards you in finances, is that correct? Is that your question? Can you confirm that for me? How long have I been? Oh, Richard, I'm seeing your email come in. How cool. Oh, cool. Thank you. I'll look forward to reading that when I get off. Thank you. Okay, that's correct. All right. So you want to know finances. You had a birthday in November. I did too. I bet you can guess after I just had this long conversation what my birthday is, right? If you can't, you weren't listening. All right, hang on 1 minute. Let me get organized and see what deck Spirit wants for you. What deck, gorgeous? What deck for gorgeous? Alrighty, traditional Rider-Waite it is. So we want to know what's coming. Oh, yeah, well, thank you for being patient. No, seriously, I get to go in, but why not? I'm here. Why shouldn't I wax philosophical? You know, it's my channel. I get to do that. Y'all don't have to listen, but I hope I'm saying something that's fun for y'all. Okay. Show me, please, and thank you, Spirit. Help me understand this situation for finances for gorgeous. And what is potentially coming toward gorgeous, please. Ooh, a bunch. Are you involved in some kind of a legal situation right now? Divorce, possibly, because the way these cards came out. 2 of Cups in reverse, the Justice, 7 of Swords in reverse, the Hermit, the 6 of Cups in the reverse. This looks like a divorce to me, is what it looks like. Where somebody cheated. Is that... oh my God, Richard, thank you so much. That's a very honorable title and thought, and I really appreciate that. I will own that to some extent. I have been on a very conscious spiritual path for 35 years with a teacher who is a shaman. He doesn't call himself that, but he is. So I've learned a lot of things about energy and the other side, and you know, I talk to dead people, and I do weird things, and I talk to spirits, and I talk, you know, I mean, I'm just all, so yeah, I do healing work and house healing work, and I do all that metaphysical stuff. So yeah, I guess you could say that I am I just don't call myself that, but you know, I'm just me. You were recently wronged. Okay, so I don't know if this, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean, it just looked, I said divorce because of, specifically because of this just means, you know, something that was legal potentially. Well, thank you, Richard. Yes, I know you can relate to a lot of what I said if you have those, like I said, Scorpio 11s. We all go walking in those trenches in life. Ours just tends to be a little deeper, isn't it? All right, let me get back to this. Let me focus on Gorgeous here and on the reading. I feel like you feel you are in the dark about whatever this transgression was, this injustice here that happened to you. You are in the dark about this. It had something to do with someone or something from your past. This could even be family, right? Now, if you haven't, you probably haven't, I think you said you're a new subscriber. The way tarot works for me, I ask and then I get the story. So I don't know, because sometimes tarot tells me the backstory before it tells me the answer to my question. So you have to tell me if this is past or future or where it fits into your timeline. That I don't know. So if you can just in the comments say, no, that hasn't happened, or then we'll kind of know this is a forewarning, right? But I think it's already happened, because I think you're feeling a lot of remorse and regret and just sadness. I mean, look at the body language, sadness about some truth that came out about regarding some kind of collaboration. Yeah, that's what this feels like. Now, can we get future, please, Tarot, please, and thank you. Can we get future, please? I feel like this is the backstory. Can we get some future for Gorgeous, please? Finances, future finances for Gorgeous. It's past? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like that. Excuse me. It took me a while doing readings here on tarot. Well, let me say that I've been doing readings for over 30 years, but I only a few years ago picked up tarot cards and started doing tarot. And so it was kind of a new skill or tool to put in my toolbox. And I had to figure out what tarot was telling me. It took me a while to realize that's what it was doing, was telling me the backstory. Like, well, we want to start at the beginning of this book. So, whatever. So sometimes I have to just go with that flow. No, I don't sometimes. Always. I just have to go with that flow. All right. Well, King of Wands is good. He is a go-getter, an entrepreneur, prosperous. Thank you for the hearts, y'all, and the smileys. I appreciate y'all being here. And by the way, if y'all have not yet hit that like button, I would be so grateful. It's just the way you say thank you for me spending my Sunday evenings with you. Or that's how I see it. It you know, it helps tell YouTube, hey, somebody's watching. Let's show this to more people. Come on, Tarot. I get it. I know the backstory. I get it. I want very much for this to be the backstory, not the future. That's why I said that, because we have a Three of Swords. This is heartache. And it is in the upright. If it was if it was reversed, I'd say you're getting over it. But this can be spying. You know, somebody, it could be anything from somebody looking at your social media, to your pictures, to, or this could be you doing this. You could be doing this. Whoever this is. And it's interesting what I just heard in my head, being sucked into this energy. Now that is a real important piece of this reading here. Right. Okay, and here's why. I could feel it, and I just didn't know yet. All right, till I turn the deck over. The Lovers in reverse. Now we've got the Two of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse, so this has something to do with some kind of a breakup, whether that's business, partnership, love relationship, I don't know. But this is also a decision, a choice that was made that caused a heartache. All right, so now we're talking about your finances. So this could be saying you chose to take a job that didn't work out. I mean, that I have to stretch sometimes to make these cards apply to finances. But, and yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying it's in reverse, which means not good fortune, and you being disappointed. Now, tell you what I'm going to do, because you were here right when I was doing the card thing with the out, 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 like Mike does in Mike's tarot. We're getting rid of that. I'm not accepting this for you. I want to know positive future for you. So I'm putting all these back. We're going to reshuffle and see what comes out. All right. He was abusive. Well, now that makes sense based on the cards. Just left a situation. He was abusive. Okay, okay. It all makes sense now. Thank you for saying that. And here's why. You see this card right here? Tarot does not lie. I love tarot. This is disappointment, apathy. It's somebody saying, I don't want that cup. I don't want that cup. Now, why is that relative to you and finances? I have to go back and what did you say, Richard? I love the way you work with your, oh my God, how sweet. Thank you. They wanted to let me know that they are aware of the situation. Okay. And you're healing from it. Okay. That's what you're saying, the cards. Yes. Well, and that's true too. And I so really honor and appreciate you saying that, because that's right. If I don't pick up on your story, then why would you believe anything I have to say? You should be able to relate to that reader. And something some of you don't know is, and I know people come in and out of these readings, so you didn't necessarily hear what I said 20 minutes ago or an hour ago, because people pop in and out of here on these lives. But I talked earlier about the law of attraction, and that's a big message for me here on YouTube that I like to share with people. Well, for me, that's what this is saying for you. And if you will go back and rewind where I talked about that, because you're worried about your finances, and Spirit is saying, but you're too focused on this disappointment, so you're not attracting the good stuff. When you're focused on what you don't have, and you're focused and all your energy is going toward the fear, you're not going to be able to attract the good stuff, because it's living up here at a different vibration than you are down here where you're in fear. So you have to get busy getting happy and raise your vibration so you can be a match for the finances that you're looking for. And that's why they needed to tell me that backstory. You've just been through something horrendous, somebody who abused you, and I feel kind of left you hanging, left you dangling, left you out in the cold in some manner, probably financially too. Oh, this guy, I'm sorry, hold on. I don't usually get pulled into somebody's energy like that. I gotta tell you, I did not like that person's energy. And we're talking about your ex, gorgeous. That person is a narcissist, and I've never, ever said that here on my channel. Never. I just got a real strong sense of their energy, and all that tells me is that he's a very, very wounded person, okay? Not saying he's a bad person. I'm saying he's very, very wounded. That's essentially what creates somebody like that. That being said, back to you. You're saying he's a monster? Well, sister, I felt that the second that energy hit me, it was like a wave. I got nauseous. I'm just saying I couldn't even, so I get it. yes, that's really, I didn't like it. I had to yank myself out of there. I am an empath, and I do feel those things. So, back to this. Please go back and rewind, because whether it's money or it's health or it's a relationship or it's finances, it doesn't matter. The solution is all the same. And I talk about this every time I come out here, really. That you have to pull yourself out. You have to change your emotional state. You can't wait for events or people or things outside of you to help you feel better. You got to do that for yourself. You have to be the one that fills your own, to fill this cup. You've got to do that. And when you do that, love tarot, underneath that, the King of Cups, you've got to fill your own cup. You've got to find a way to get yourself happy, because the world is all about law of attraction. It's all about energy, attracting energy. And you cannot attract the abundance and the money that you're looking for if you're down here still wallowing in, and I'm not saying that from a point of criticism, please. My heart's going out to you in huge ways right now. But this human nature, I'm speaking about myself, any of us, we wallow in that for a while, right? When we're hurt or going through something difficult. And so you've got to pull yourself out of it, though, and start focusing on the energy of having what you want and the positive things that you can think about. So, yes, I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, you're an empath too. Well, all the more reason. All the more, oh my God, that's awesome. You said you used to feel nauseous around him too. Ooh. Oh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps over there. You too, yes. You have scars, but you're a survivor. Oh my gosh. Wow, thank you for, and you're a seer also. Well, you know, there's this, if you haven't already, you probably have, there's this dynamic that's a narcissist empath dynamic, and you can Google it. There's plenty of stuff here on YouTube about it, where you attract the narcissist and they attract you, and why that is, and I'll let you do your own dig into that. But it is a real dynamic, and I have experienced that personally, so I can say I have that t-shirt, sadly. You've seen it in your dreams. Wow, yes. Well, I'm just saying that Spirit is giving me the message to keep going in that direction. Interesting too, I've never gotten this message off of this card in that way, but I am getting it for you. Okay, we talked about this card being, the divine is handing this person a cup, and it's, no, I don't want that. It's kind of that meh card. Well, look, I'm seeing it totally different here. This is like you saying, I do not want that cup, thank you. I'm waiting for the cup that I really want. I'm waiting for the cup of my dreams, right? I'm waiting for this. And I know that I can fill this cup. People have disappointed me. This marriage has disappointed me. I have been overwhelmed and all that. And there's been this line of truce and people trying to hold on to money. And maybe I'm having to hold on to money, but I'm moving away from that. I mean, these cards are just, I'm just pulling them off the deck here like that. You can't see that. Like they fell for you, but I didn't go that deep. So you're moving on. You're moving on to calmer waters. I'm sure you felt manipulated through all of this. This is also the card of con man. But again, yeah, you're just having a little stutter here. That's what I just heard. It's hard to move away from that level of wounding and manipulation and abuse. It's very, very hard. So you're not balanced right now, but you're heading there. You are heading there. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. But again, Spirit's just saying, only you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Only you can do that for yourself, gorgeous. And I know you don't want him anymore. Boy, I felt that strongly. Good on you. But it's really hard. I think, I don't know, you tell me what you think. You give me your opinion about this too. I think empaths, because we feel so deeply and so broadly, we feel so much more than most people feel. When we're wounded like that, it's even harder for us than most people to heal our wound and then to open back up again. And so I feel like that's part of your message here. I mean, again, you can weigh in on how you feel, if that's true for you or not, but for me it has been. It's just been really, really hard. It took me, well, I don't need to get into my story here, but it took me 6 years of, I was purposely, intentionally healing and being celibate for 6 years before I would even look at a man. I just didn't want, you know, that was it. But I did it because I knew that that was where my peaceful place was. I just wanted to be with me. I just wanted to be me, you know. So I had to take the time, and I feel like that's part of your message here is take the time. But I know you were asking about finances, and what you're saying, it's hard. It's not hard. I'm already doing better. That's awesome. I have the ability to do. Well, amen. And I love that you affirming that. I'm going to affirm that back at you. Yeah. Wasn't once I left, I slept better. Well, I guess so. Sleeping next to or in the same house with that. Yes. One second. Oh, sorry. So again, this is the backstory, right? But I feel like the reason they're telling me that, back to what I was saying, is, but there's still some, on some level, I feel like your finances are being affected by the backstory. That's pretty succinct way to say that. I feel like there's still some woundedness there that is affecting it, because we talked about vibration and all that, but I really wish Tarot would give me more for you on that, but that's okay. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Okay. I cut the deck and I asked in my mind, I know I didn't ask it out loud, please give me something else for Gorgeous regarding finances. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. This is the Three of Pentacles, which is about collaboration, collaborating with other people, partnerships, right? Light being shown, things you can't see, secrets behind about deception and things that don't make you happy, and people who are wanting to impose their will on you. So you've got, that's what this hidden thing is that you need to work on here. You're starting to get clarity about that. And when you do, because you're still holding your cup back, again, I know this isn't a love reading, this is about finances, but your emotions are the point of attraction. Like I said earlier in this video, I'll say it one more time. This comes from Joe Dispenza. When you have thoughts, and we create from our thought is an electrical charge that goes out into the quantum field with a bajillion other thoughts and possibilities and potentials. What draws the thing back to us, in this case finances for you, is the emotion. The emotions are the magnet that takes that potential out of the quantum field and brings it back to you. So that's why I'm harping on all this for you. There's still some emotional wound here that you need to address that is blocking your finances in some way. Whew, I think that was awesome. You were hired today. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, well, great. That's fabulous. And what you don't see, what does she not see? What you don't see is you're about to be overwhelmed. What you don't see is you're about to be overwhelmed. You're going to have so much you're going to be overwhelmed with news and messages, and your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. You're going to feel not liberated anymore. You're going to feel like you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. I wish I had like a 10 of Pentacles or something that I could say, or even a 9 of Pentacles. It's just not here. So that's yet to come. Be strong. And I love that you're affirming that. Yes, great things are coming. you know, I think Tara was saying you've done 99% of the work. You just got to get into that feel place of feeling like it's already yours, right? So you can pull it out and bring it down. I mean, the job is here. Now you just got to get the money with it, right? You just got to start feeling like you've already got all that money in the bank. That's what I'm actually hearing. Yeah, what would you do? You've seen it in your oracles and you're confirming it. Yes, I love it. I love it. Affirm, confirm. Yes. Close your eyes. This is what I do sometimes. Close your eyes and say, okay, when I know that I have all this money, and what will I be doing when I have all this money? Let me see. What would you do? You know, dream a little bit. What would you be doing when all this money that's coming to you? Well, let's see. For me, I'd probably be buying things from my family. I'd be spoiling my grandkids. I would be, I don't know, hiring somebody to come out here and wash and detail my car for me. Those are the kind of things I would do if I had just extra money, you know. I'd be taking my family all out to dinner at a nice restaurant. So, you know, I sit and take some time to imagine that and dream that. And what does that feel? I'm actually sitting at the restaurant. I'm smelling the food. The waiter's looking at me like, what can I get you anything else, ma'am, to take care of your party? Can I, you know, oh, yes, ma'am. We knew that was your favorite dessert. We've already got that made for you. We'll be bringing that out to you shortly. I don't know. Make up a story, but really feel what it's like being in that space and all the smells and the tactile things that go with that. That's the best way to manifest, I think. But anyway, great things are coming indeed. Indeed they are. Well, I'm sorry it made me go through that backstory for you, but you've already got a handle on this. Clearly you do. There it goes. And now I'll cut the deck, and there it is. There it is. There's your offer coming in. There's your money. It's just, what do we know about the Nine of Pentacles? It's just the slowest moving energy in tarot. That's all. It's coming. He's the only knight that actually will get there, but he's the slowest knight, the slowest energy in the tarot. But it's coming. It's coming. Yep, you're definitely coming in out of the cold. It's coming. I can't believe you said that. Okay, I have to go back because you just said that. All right, let me show you what, because you saw me. I was holding up these cards. What did I say? I'm going to put this down. It's coming. Cut the deck. It's coming. You're coming in out of the cold. Now, you just said I had to experience these hardships to prepare me for the position that is ordained for me. Right. You're coming in out of the cold. What did you just say? Hardships. Look at that card. Hardships and conflict before you start reaping the rewards. I love that. Yep. Tarot's an amazing tool, isn't it? So I think you did your own reading tonight. I didn't do that. You did that. You did that, gorgeous. I love it. And thank you for being here and reading for yourself tonight. I love it. We just shared the tarot deck tonight. Is what we did. That's what we did. They've been revealing a lot to you. Well, they do that if we just listen. If we just listen a little bit. I think a lot of people don't understand, and I teach a lot with subtle energies, like in my classes and things. So I always forget this sometimes, but it's such a basic tenet, really, when you're working with subtle energies. A lot of people think, well, when I get to be psychic, or when I can feel energy, or when I can do this or that, it'll be like handwriting on the wall. It'll be like Gabriel blowing his horn. That message will be so clear to me. Well, I have to tell you a little secret. It's quite the opposite. It is quite the opposite. Hey, Crystal. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. In fact, it is, and what I mean by opposite, it is more subtle, more quiet. You've got to be able to have the skill of quieting yourself and all the distractions to be able to hear that tiny, soft, subtle voice of what the intuitive world is telling you. And so that's not easy. Just thought I'd share that little piece of knowledge for you guys. Gorgeous, exactly. So you get that. That's right. That's right. Most people don't understand that. They're looking for that. Well, when I had this gift, it means I can Well, yeah, you can, but it's not out there. It's not bigger. It's smaller and more quiet. You've got to go in and go deeper and listen. So thank you for letting me share that. And you're saying that when I receive downloads, yeah. That's why it's so important, I think, to meditate. That's one of the skills. I've been doing it for over 35 years. I've been meditating, and I have been teaching it for more than 25 years. And I get it. One of the things that feeds my soul is when I am teaching a class and I navigate my students. I'm going to use that word. It's their experience, but I kind of cue it all up, and then they have an experience. And they come out all wide-eyed and bushy-tails and, oh my God, I never knew this and that and the other. And I always tell people when I teach, I give people experiences. I don't give them knowledge, I give them experiences. And it's that's just, I love it. But it's about just that, quieting your mind, quieting the world, going in so that you can hear those little tiny small voices and messages. So anyway, enough rambling. Crystal, I may have enough energy to do your reading. I will do you, and then I'm going to hop off here because let's say I've been on here for a minute. So what's your question, dear Crystal? What would you like me to read for you about? Excuse me. And gorgeous, thank you. That was a wonderful exchange with you tonight. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed that. Hey, so good. Welcome. I am reading for Crystal. If Crystal is still here, where is Crystal and where's your questions? You did too. Thank you. I hope you'll come back and visit. I appreciate you. I'm usually here once or twice a week doing lives. I never really know. I used to schedule them, and my life just got kind of crazy, and now I just have to do it when I can. So, oh goodness, as are you. As are you, my dear friend. You are divine, as is everyone. But thank you so much. Again, I honor you and in your gifts, and I loved our exchange tonight. That was fun. Thank you. I'm waiting for Crystal. Crystal, are you here? You have a wonderful night also, gorgeous. Thank you again. I appreciate you being here so much. Really, I loved our conversation. Until next time, you're welcome. You're very welcome. So, Crystal, are you here? Or did you just pop in and pop out? Are you here, Crystal? G-Sood, I am waiting to see if Crystal is still here. She would be before you. And if she doesn't sound off in a moment, then I will do your reading. And then I'm going to clock out for the evening. So I'm just giving her a minute. There's like a minute delay with YouTube in the chat, so I have to just wait. Crystal, are you still here, honey? Go ahead and type your question, please, G-Sood. Pardon me. And for those of you who have not hit that like button, please do so. It says thank you for me and my time being here for you tonight and doing these readings. So I would be grateful if you would do that. Thank you. All right, G-Sood wants to know, can I see Nicole's feelings toward me versus her current partner? Is she serious about him? She still thinks about you, but yeah, she is kind of serious about him. But let's see, what deck for G-Sood, please? What deck for G-Sood? Let me put those down. What deck? Clearer, please, Spirit. Clearer. What deck? I got tarot cards everywhere here tonight. One moment while I get organized here. All right, we're asking how Nicole feels about G-Sood. Yeah, I can feel that. She hasn't forgotten you. I know that. I feel it. Passion is a thing, though. Passion isn't always love, but wow, you saw those pop out, right? Interesting. I'm going to have to read those. How do you want this? All right, just a minute. Let me lay these out because this is very interesting how these came out. All right. Obviously, there was an ending. We already know that. Now this, let me say this. Oh, Moulay, how lovely to see you. Pink is lovely. Thank you so much. Yes, I felt pink today. I felt all pink today. Pink needed a cheery, bright pink on this winter day. So, Jisoo, this is one thing I want to tell you. When cards come out sideways to me, this means they're in transition. They're neither upright or in reverse. And all of your cards but one came out sideways. So I have to preface what I'm going to say here by saying nothing is settled yet. We deal in probabilities here, but it's just, she's thinking about you, but trying to get over you, but thinking about you, but trying to get over you, and trying not to think about you and thinking about you. That's what that card means. There was an ending, and yet the World card is in reverse. Again, I want it to be over, I don't want it to be over. I want it to be over, I don't want it to be over. This is in the reverse, which normally says a cycle is repeating. It's not over. I don't want it to be over, possibly. Page of Wands, he's curious. He's the adventurer page. I want to know, he probably wants to know what you're doing. Conversely, you here asking a question, you want to know what they're doing, what's going on in their love life, because I think their feelings here. Now, I ask about you. I ask, how does she feel about you, right? You saw me. You heard me. They think you're someone that has, you're a stable person. You're financially secure. You're stable. You would be marriage material. That's how she feels about you. But there's a broken heart here. Well, that's not a but. I guess it's an and. And this is still active because it's not in the reverse. When it's upright, it's saying, I'm still feeling this. I'm still feeling this hurt. Let me see your comment here. I really like her, though. Her energy feels really nurturing towards me. Yeah, I feel like this is mutual between you two, this Ace of Cups. You're saying, I'm just not making a move because she's currently with someone and I don't want to cross her boundary, if that makes sense. It makes perfect sense, and I honor you very much for being a person of integrity. I do. I mean, my hat is off to you. I respect you for that. Because when these cards fall like this is somebody, I mean, this can be you too, but I ask about her. I ask her feelings for you. You're saying, and I'm not sure if they're serious about each other as well. Will that result in marriage? Well, that's several questions here. Let's stick with this for now. I really can't get past this card. This is the card of heartache. And you can't have this level of heartache unless you love someone this much. Ace of Cups, okay? So I don't know what happened between you to cause this. And I'm really struggling with this next card because, no, I understand, sweetie. No, I wasn't chastising you. It's just, I can I'm trying to just focus on this question, and I don't want to get that watered down, so to speak. So this is the card of reconciliation. So this could be saying you did reconcile, it didn't work out. That's one version. I don't know if you've done that. Have you gone back and forth? I don't have that card here that would tell me you've done that before with this person, but it can also mean this person, this heartache with you has caused this, or a heartache, if this wasn't you, some heartache. She's feeling heartache. This is, I ask current energies that she's feeling with you, how she feels about you. Is causing this person to do some self-examination. This is a card of Gabriel blowing his horn, people rising from the dead here out of these coffins. This is the card of an awakening, right? This is like dark night of the soul coming out, learning my lessons, if you will. So there's another message here. This could be saying this had to do with karma. But they're having a hard time walking away from some kind of I almost said conflict. That is not the meaning. This is somebody standing their ground. Did you draw a line in the sand with this person about something? Or did she draw a line in the sand about something? And that there's confusion here around this issue, but you don't want to walk away. She doesn't want to walk away. And she's hiding that. She didn't want to walk away. I think she did, but she didn't want, or whoever did what here. And so she's decided not to invest in this anymore. And yet still feeling at a crossroads about it. Still feeling, I'm not sure, undecided. Now, let me ask how she feels about this person she's with, because that's, I think, what you really want to know, isn't it? All right, I'm hearing cut the deck. Okay. You're saying nothing bad is happening between us, just see her occasionally as friends, and she also physiotherapist. Okay. So sessions are almost over, and I don't know when I'll see her next unless I'll get injured again. Don't do that to yourself. Yes, thank you. Okay. Yeah, let me ask about the state of the current relationship she's in. How about that? Let's ask. Let's do a peek there. What is the state of, did you tell me her first name? Can you tell me just her first name, please? That helps me kind of hone in on that energy. Just tell me what her first name is, please. Nicole, thank you. All right. We want to ask, what is the state of the relationship that Nicole is currently in her romantic life? State of Nicole's current romantic relationship. Well, okay. Oh my God. Are you sure they're still together? There may be a breakup happening here. Or, okay, let me explain. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is saying somebody is not moving forward. I am pulled that horse back to a dead stop. Nothing is happening here. Nothing is happening. You know, this is the Fool, the beginning of the Fool. The tarot is about the Fool's journey, the first step, taking that first step off, taking a leap off the cliff. This is saying, I'm not doing that. I'm pulling my horse back. I'm not taking a leap here toward this new beginning. And when I look at the bottom of the deck, this is communication, but it's often bad news. Bad news. Followed by, and especially because I feel behind that is the Devil card in reverse. Now, in reverse, it's about toxic energy, being held back from something, it's about restriction, being held back from something that you want to go toward or you want to move toward, but I'm being held back. If you can see here, the artwork on this card, these are two people here with chains around their necks. Now the truth is, they could simply reach down and pull the chain off and walk away, but they're not doing that. But in the reverse, it's saying being liberated from this. This is being liberated from something that felt, because, oh boy. The Emperor in reverse is somebody who imposes his will. He is, you could even say, an egotistic, if not egomaniac. He forces his will, and in other words, it's my way or the highway. Followed by the Tower. This does not look good for that relationship. I know, wow is right? Because why? Because there was unhappiness here. Somebody's got to make a choice. If she hasn't done it already, somebody's getting ready to make a choice about what she, and this is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is in the upright, the happy home. It's money's good, family's good, everything's good, my home life. And in reverse, it's the opposite of all that. This person is going to, oh my God, you can't make this up. This is choosing not to invest in something. In what? The Lovers in reverse. That's a breakup. Because it didn't bring me happiness, and I'm healing from that. I'm healing from that. So I think I'm going to stop there. This hasn't happened yet. I think it's likely going to happen. So what I would recommend, let her know that you're interested, and then just plant that seed lightly. Hey, if you're ever, you know, I find you to be a very interesting person, and I'd like to get to know you better. If you find yourself single or available, I would be very interested in taking you out for coffee or something to that effect. So, because I know you said your time with her is getting short here, that's what I would say. You don't know whether to be sad or happy for her. Happy that it looks like it's coming to an end. If it was toxic, yes. You gave her a card last holiday mentioning my feelings. Okay, well good. Well, you've planted that seed. So I think then you just need to be patient and see. Okay, I ask in my head, sometimes I ask questions. When you say something like that and I ask a question in my head, and then tarot comes up with the card. So it's saying she's just trying to find balance. This is the universe too. Trying to find a space, a time, a space where she feels things are balanced. That's what I'm feeling here. Yeah, because she's overwhelmed right now. She's just feeling overwhelmed right now. So she's probably pulling away, hermiting, as it were. Yeah, this could have been a breakup. So, you know, give her time. Give her time. Give her time. That's what I got for you. Once she's ready. Yep. Once she's ready. You know, I know there's a fine line if you're interested in somebody between letting them know that you're interested but not pushing and seeming, you know, pushy or desperate. And I understand that, but that's why I said kind of the way you really do feel compatible, see compatibility there. Yeah, I do too. In fact, I'll just ask in my head. Yeah, change. Okay. Change. The death card means change. So I say things are going to change. Things are going to change. Oh my God, look. That's the card of victory. And that's also the twin flame card. And that's also the card of marriage. So I'm leaving it there. I'm not pulling any more cards. I don't want to mess. Now, these are just, you heard me say, these are just potentials that tarot is showing. Everybody has free will, right? And tarot readers just reach up and pull the most likely potential that the universe wants to show us. Based on people's decisions and their free will, this could change on a dime. It could change tomorrow. But that looked pretty positive for me, for you. You're saying, oh, as in her current situation is leading to marriage. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. I think it just the opposite. I think that's a toxic situation that she's got to get herself out of. And when that happens and she has some time to get balance back in her life, then you might be a potential for that. But no, it's going to take a little while. Yeah, well, I'm glad you asked, because that's certainly you could have read those cards that way, but I'm reading not just by what the cards are saying, but what I'm feeling. I feel an energy when I get cards. And what I was feeling was, it's not about that person. So, well, there you go. That's a beautiful and perfect attitude. You don't mind waiting to build a foundation. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. Oh my God, you're so very welcome. I'm so glad you came and found me and I could do this for you tonight. And I would just say, again, just go back and replay because I can't, every reading is always the same answer. You've got to be the point of attraction with the thing you want. So replay this back to where I talked about the law of attraction and how to manifest things and all that. Replay, rewind way back to where I talked about that, because you can work on this. It's not all about what you talk to her. In fact, it's very little about what you say to her. It's all about your point of attraction. So you've got to work on that in your private and quiet time, not having anything to do with her, right? Oh, good, you believe that. You're already on board with that. Awesome. Should you tell her you like her again? I think, oh, you were awesome. Suzanne, I was reading The Secret before I found you. That is synchronicity if I ever heard it. That is synchronicity. And I want to comment too about that, but let me answer your question. Very, very lightly is the answer to your question. You ask her, should I tell her I like her? I thought you told me you already did a year ago. So I would say, that being the case, you could say, I'm still here if you ever want to get that coffee. I'd still love to take you out for coffee if you're ever feeling if you're ever feeling interested, I'd still love you to take you out for that coffee or whatever. You can come up with your own words. You did that. Yeah, I thought you did. Okay, I offered to meet outside of her sessions. Okay, well, bear in mind, she, I think, has a very strong professional ethic. And so you were still her client, so she wouldn't do that. And I know you said your sessions are coming to an end. She's saying she doesn't hang out with clients. Yes, I feel that about her, absolutely. Okay. And so what you could just say is like when you're coming to the end, I'm not going to be your client anymore, and I want you to know that should you like to take me up on that offer, I'd still like to have coffee with you since we will no longer have a professional relationship. Something like that. I know, I'm glad you respect that, because I do too. I think I respect her for that, yes. But back to your comment about The Secret, okay, and I have to get off because I'm losing my voice here, but this is my last thing. So, rewind the video and play back what I was talking about. The Secret was kind of the groundbreaker for the law of manifestation. It was really the first thing that came out in a big way, I think, in the modern technological world. Because, you know, there was Neville Goddard before that, and, you know, people, Louise Hay, they were pioneers in this field, law of attraction, way before The Secret. But The Secret kind of popularized it. It brought it to the consciousness more because, you know, social media was starting to happen and all those things. Now, what I found later, and I realized later, that the magic sauce was the real key, the real magic that The Secret didn't include. And when I started playing with that is when I realized, holy crap, this really works. This stuff really works. And that whole secret sauce is what I was talking about earlier in the video. It has to do with the emotions. It's not enough to say affirmations 1,000 times a day. That's good. But you have to really get into a space of feeling like that thing is already yours. Going about your life like that's already yours. Manifesting it from a place of, I feel. What does it feel like when she's sitting next to you? Take a time out, quiet yourself, meditate. go into this space of imagination and get to the feelings, not just dreaming it in your head. What does it feel like when she's sitting next to you? Do you get flutters in your stomach when she says your name? You know, what is it? Imagine and create those feelings. Oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. I just feel like the soft teddy bear when I hear her name and when I hear her say my name. And, you know, really get into the feeling of that. And I would say start with something small and manageable, but that's a good place to be, with what you want to manifest is her contacting you after you have this professional relationship ending, right? You really want her, after that's over and done, and she's no longer your physiotherapist and you're no longer her client, and that's done, that's off, you know, the table. I would say, I know you do, and so I could feel it very strongly, and I love it. It's just such a sweet, innocent, pure desire that you have to be with this lady. I love it. I mean, not saying that you're not normal, but, you know, I mean, we're going there. We're not going there. What I'm saying is, start now sitting down and quiet, meditating, and imagining how you feel when you get that text from her. Hey, I thought I might take you up on that coffee. Oh my gosh, how does that feel? Visualize that text coming across your phone, or however, I presume, or phone call, or whatever it is. Visualize that happening for you. Visualize or imagine what, you know, what does her voice sound like? Maybe she left you a voice message. What does that voice message say? How do you feel? Are the butterflies going in your stomach? Can you just hear, is it like, I don't know, maple syrup? What is that? You have to make up your own adjectives here, but start creating that initial event of what it's like when she contacts you, and then you can go from there. But that's what I would say focus on first, is the excitement of that first contact after that professional relationship has ended. That's what I'm hearing for you. Anyway. Oh, good. I'm good. Yay, I've created excitement. I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm so glad I could do that for you. Yes, you feel more innocent desire to, yes. Not too much yet of that lusty thing. Oh, there'll be plenty of that later. There'll be plenty of that later. Oh my God, this could be a good thing. I'm just saying, it could be good. So, oh my God, you're so sweet. Thank you, G. I appreciate you saying that. It is my pleasure, and I'm just so excited to get somebody else excited about this, because once you truly understand how to work with this, it's not easy. I won't dare say that. It's not easy to always overcome what the 3D world is showing us, especially when it's not what we really want. And to get over here in that feel-good stuff, that's not so easy, but it is the secret to getting what you want. It really, really is. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth. And I have always felt like once I discovered that, that was the chapter that never happened in the book, The Secret, or the movie, The Secret. I just think unless I missed it, I don't remember that being in there. There was a lot about a visualization and affirmations and all that, but I don't remember there being an emphasis on feeling the emotion. So anyway, waxing philosophical on that. You're very welcome, G. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you'll come back again. And you saying, I feel it too. Have a wonderful night. And guess what I am? I'm going to clock out. My voice is going here. So thank you all so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you have a great week. It's Sunday night here where I am, and I hope you'll come back again. I'll see you either one night this week or next weekend. So until then, many blessings, everybody. Take care. Bye.